Coming up on MHS1.
We check out the history behind our school's homecoming.
We take a look at the murals on downtown McKinney's silos.
A student nail tech shares their story.
And more.
And it's all coming up on MHS1.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, McKinney High School.
Good morning, McKinney High School. Today is Friday, September 16th. I'm Haley Hester.
And I'm Chant Presley, and you're watching MHS1. Hey Haley, have you had fun doing the dress-up days this week for homecoming?
Of course, we've got to show our school spirit. But it's not just about that. There are loads of decades of tradition behind homecoming too, with tons of work put in every year. Mallory Anderson, Luke Baer, Jimmy McGowan, and myself bring you the story.
Every year during the fall semester, Texas students will count down the days until the homecoming game and the homecoming dance. The student council perspective on this setup of the homecoming week is very different than most.
A lot of work does go into planning homecoming and to make it turn out well for our student body. And then it goes into July in the summer, and where we start doing posters for our Deck the Halls, which was Saturday and which turned out really well. And our student council did amazing with that. Over the years, there's been a lot of different things we've done every year for homecoming, and it just varies. Like a couple years ago, we would do Beat the Car, which is the same thing as Beat the Drum, but we just decided not, I think it was a fun idea and tradition, but it just didn't work for us.
The football team has been practicing long and hard for this game versus Little Elm.
One of the most important things for us is that we go win the game. We focus on us, and we really try to pay close attention to the things that we have to do to be successful. We try to just embrace the crowd and embrace the atmosphere, because it's all positive and it's a lot of people that want to see them succeed. And so focusing on performing is what we try to harp on. I think what's important about homecoming for us as a program is just the amount of school pride that we get to display that week. We talk about it all the time. We want to hold up our end of the bargain and make sure that the number one most important thing for us is that we go win the game.
Speaking of winning the game, there's no one better than our very own Headhunters to bring the spirit, dedication, and endless energy to make homecoming one of the best events of the season.
The Headhunters go to two different events during homecoming week. We go to the pep rally and we go to the homecoming game. The pep rally is super important because we all like to get excited for the upcoming events at McKinney High, and obviously the football game is important because we get to cheer on our football team. Homecoming is a huge part of McKinney High culture and Southern culture especially. So homecoming is a huge part of who we are as an identity. The Headhunters are super important at the football games because they, the student section looks towards us to lead them in chants and cheers and all that kind of fun stuff. And there's so many more people at the homecoming game, so it's absolutely important that we get everybody involved. I would tell the student section to get loud or go sit in the back.
This has been Mallory Anderson, Jimmy McGowan, Luke Baer, and Haley Hester reporting for MHS1.
Downtown McKinney is an essential part of our city, filled with unique food, music, and art, and soon we'll have a new sight to behold. Fernando Garcia and Xavier Lee introduce the man behind the silo murals and the story he hopes to tell.
In the heart of McKinney lies the McKinney Performing Arts Center, which serves a big role in downtown.
I have a couple of roles. One is helping downtown be a thriving, vibrant area to visit and to shop and run a business. The other thing that I also oversee is the Performing Arts Center. We put on lots of live music, performances, theater acts inside the old courthouse building in the middle of the square. And then I also am the interim director of the McKinney Arts Commission, and we do lots of public art and supporting lots of different arts community groups throughout the city. Well, we put on lots of different public events, both inside the Performing Arts Center as well as in downtown. One of the biggest projects that we just started wrapping up is the Silo Mural Project. We're part of the city, and we were the ones that conceptualized the idea for a piece there. My predecessor, Amy Rosenthal, and myself, we worked quite a bit to try to find and select a good artist that would come in and be a world-renowned artist, something that would help put McKinney on a global stage and a national stage, as well as hopefully being a great representation of what McKinney is. And we landed on an artist called Guido van Helten. He's a really well-known muralist out of Australia, and his process is kind of different and unique. So it's interesting, when you work on public art, you know, especially really well-known artists, they want to have a lot of freedom and flexibility to kind of do what they like. But as far as like public art and that sort of stuff, my hope is that we have more public art downtown, and that, you know, the Silo project spurs more interest in supporting art and supporting public art in downtown.
The Silo mural can be seen east of Virginia, just next to the old flour mill in Locoyoco. This has been Fernando Garcia signing off for MHS1.
Do you ever feel like the recent clubs aren't hitting the spot anymore?
Like they've just gotten boring?
Or maybe you just need something new.
Then look no further, because we have the cure just for you.
Introducing the Computer Science Club.
Do you like computers and coding? Then this might pique your interest.
Whoa! In this after-school club, they meet on every Tuesday in B106.
Doing things like learning code from scratch.
They play games about coding while having fun.
Make this club the cure for your boredom.
And did we emphasize enough about fun and coding?
Restrictions don't apply. All are welcome. We are not responsible for your fun overload. Please bring your own laptop and be responsible. Use this secure as instructed by your grades and time.
Small businesses aren't foreign to McKinney, and our high school is no exception. Yet one student is taking her passion to new heights. Nail tech Lariani Rodriguez breaks the mold, and Andrea Carvajal, Kimberly Vega, and Nazlin Nieto are here to bring us the story.
McKinney High is filled with talented students of all forms. One student in particular, Lariani Rodriguez, is a talented nail tech who is working towards expanding her hobby.
When I was younger, I would always draw and do craft stuff, and my mom, she would buy me the Dollar Tree tips to do the nails, and I started doing that since I was young. Well, honestly, everyone around me kept me really motivated because they kind of supported me through they supported me in the way that they let me do their nails, and it helped me because it gave me practice, and then now I'm much better at it than I was in the beginning. I kind of got frustrated in the beginning because it's kind of overwhelming, but my mom kind of pushed me because she's also into that field because she did cosmetology, so she supports me in that way as well. I think that it's always good to take advantage of an opportunity even though it's new and it might be risky. You never know if it could end up in a good way, so I feel like everyone should take that chance.
We hope MHS students are inspired to further their passions. This has been Kimberly Vega, Nazlin Nieto, and Andrea Carvajal reporting for MHS1.
Now let's head over to Ava Grajeda with sports.
Hi, my name's Ava Grajeda, and this is your MHS1 sports update. Last Friday night, volleyball won their senior night against Little Elm, and last Tuesday they played Boyd and won 3-1. Last Friday, football got the victory against Flower Mound and will play Little Elm for our homecoming game this Friday.
We're the Headhunters, and here's game time etiquette. Remember to bring your student ID to every game, or else you'll be asked to leave. Hello.
ID.
I don't have it.
Gotta go get your ID.
Make sure to be loud and on theme.
Lions, y'all!
Make sure to respect the golden rule. Seniors in front, freshmen in back. Make sure to be loud, but not only for football, for everything going on the field.
We support Royal Prize Fans!
And remember, have fun, be respectful, and go Lions!
That's all for sports. Back to you guys at the desk.
That's all we have for you today, Lions. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at Mainstream News and on Instagram at MHS Mainstream.
And make sure to follow us on our new TikTok account at MHS Mainstream. And remember, if it's news
and it's at McKinney High School,
it's
MHS1.